Good evening, my friends, and happy Tuesday. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 19. Hope you're doing well. This evening, I'm taking some time out to continue making my dress. You've just seen a little bit of footage from me during the day. I've cut everything out of the fabrics. Everything is ready to go. It's been a really humid, sticky, muggy kind of day today, so I've just sort of been in and out doing little bits here and there, hence why I'm starting this vlog at like 7:30 at night, because it's now just a little bit cooler. There's a slight breeze, so things are just a little bit more comfortable. So I think the aim for this evening is just to get the top pieces all pieced together. Then tomorrow we'll work on doing the skirt part and then yeah, piecing it all together. I read over the instructions a little bit more in depth this afternoon, and I think it's going to be a really quick dress to piece together. There are a couple of little fiddly bits with like all the ruffles and things, but once all that's sort of done, I think I can definitely get this done by Christmas or even the weekend. How cool would that be? So as I mentioned, everything's been cut out. I usually like to hang all of the pieces that I'm not using on a hanger and just hang them out the way, just so I have all of my space nice and clear. I've got my ironing board space free, my desk free, and my sewing table free as well. And then I can just go and grab the next piece that I need from the hanger. I have already completed the first step, which was putting the interfacing onto the little facing parts that'll go around the collar and the front of the dress. And now I just have to transfer some of the markings for the bodice front and back pieces. Those sort of marks include the darts, and there's little marks here at the front where I think like the ties go. Is there anything on the back that I needed to do? I'll mark the waistline. The back piece looks pretty easy, but it's just this front piece with the darts and other things that I need to mark before I can sew them together. So I think as usual, I'll just pop on some good music. I'm really enjoying listening to just cozy Christmas jazz. It's just such a nice relaxing type thing to listen to. It just makes everything a lot more calmer in here, I think. So let's get into it. I'm so excited for this. It's gonna be good. For those of you who are on Spotify, this is the playlist that I have been listening to. I just typed in Christmas jazz in the search function and this came up and I love it. Okay, my friends, I've gotten a little bit of the top done. You can see it here on my mannequin. All I did was the darts, the shoulder and side seams. And before I move on to the next step, which is doing the ruffle sleeves, I'm just going to overlock some of those edges that are now finished pretty much. But I'm going to do that tomorrow because I need to get my overlocker out and just sort of clean it and check that it's working okay. And it looks like I still got it threaded up with only 3 threads and 1 needle, so I'm gonna have to just fix all of that up and make sure we've got it all on the right settings. So we'll do that tomorrow. And also tomorrow I really want to try out a new foot that, well, it's not new, it's a foot that came with the machine, but I've never used it before, and I'm really intrigued to see if it will work. In the pattern it does call for some of the seams to be finished using a narrow hem, so I thought instead of doing that I would try using, I'm going to experiment first and see if it works, but I want to try out this foot. Can't see what it is, but this is a rolled hem foot. It's quite a fancy looking foot. It's got like this sort of curved kind of metal part to it, but that's where the fabric goes in and the machine sort of curves it and then sews it at the same time, which is why it's called a rolled hem foot. As I said, I've never used this before. I've never done it on any of my other machines, so I'm intrigued to see how well it works and to see how well the rayon that I'm using holds up to using this foot, and hopefully it doesn't like twist it or warp it or anything like that. So yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of experimenting with it tomorrow and yeah, to see how it ends up. And if it works, then I will do some of the seams where it says to do a narrow hem. I'll do a rolled hem instead. Why not? I think if I've got a gadget that the machine can do it for me, then I'm going to use it, right? I'll give it a go at least. So tomorrow I should have a more successful day at sewing. Today has been really humid and just really hard to do anything. I don't know whether you can hear, but it's started to rain now. There's a thunderstorm hanging around, which means the dog is literally under my feet because he doesn't like thunderstorms, and it's going to rain over the next week, so it's nice to sort of have just a bit of a respite from the heat. So hopefully because of that we can get some more sewing done tomorrow. So before I love you and leave you, we've got to do the advent calendar for today. So let's find day 19. We're almost finished. This calendar is getting lighter and lighter by the day, but there's only a couple more days to go. Day 19 is down the bottom here, and the little door says be respectful. Let's open it and see what we've got. Oh, that is such a beautiful purple. What are you? Today's little tea bag saying is, tea is like happiness. You don't find it, you make it. This one is a herbal tisane in a bag, and this one is called Sleep Tight, a lemon balm based tisane that is the perfect nighttime brew with a glorious aroma and delicate sweet flavour. It's perfect on its own, and it has lemon balm, lavender and rose petals in it. I actually do quite like a lemon sort of taste in my tea, especially when I'm not like feeling 100%, so I think that would be another good one to have when feeling a little bit off weather, under the weather, something about the weather, I don't know. Anyway, pop it in the tin. I'm going to enjoy that another time. Okay, my friends, thank you very much for joining me today for whatever it was. It was hard to vlog today because of the heat and the muggy humidity. I like to think I did my best, and I got a little bit of my dress finished or completed or on its way, or however you want to look at it. But we'll focus more on that tomorrow and get done as much as we can. But until then, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 20. Bye bye.